Magandang araw class, welcome to our subject, Civil Engineering Laws, Ethics, Contracts, and Specification. Today we will be discussing engineering cases and sample problems naman, no? Regarding how we will use the ALAC method in such cases. Okay? So, paano yung approach natin sa mga ganong mga problems? So, allow me to share my screen. Uh, in 3, 2, 1. Go. Engineering cases and sample problems. By the way, class, no, bakit ko nga ba kailangan i-discuss to? Kasi, ulit-ulit kong sinasabi na ito yung magiging approach natin, use the ALAC method. And ganito yung gagawin natin sa mga exams. No? You will use the ALAC method, you will conduct your answer, give your answer, legal basis, and provide an explanation, analysis, and conclusion. Okay, so ito na rin pala, no? Ito na yung last memorization before the midterms exam. You need to memorize this. Okay. The 1987 Constitution, Article 12, Section 2. By the way, hindi ito yung buong Section 2 kasi may mga ibang information doon na hindi naman na kinakailangan kabisaduhin. Okay? So, yan. No? Section 2. All lands of public domain, waters, mineral, petroleum, and other mineral oils, all forces of potential energy, fisheries, forest or timber, wildlife, flora and fauna, and other natural resources, sino daw yung may-ari, are owned by the state. And other natural resources are owned by the state with the exception of agricultural lands. All other resources shall not be alienated. Ano ibig sabihin nito, class? Itong statement na to, class, this first paragraph, no? This is the Regalian Doctrine. Okay? Kung meron tayong archipelagic doctrine that the waters around, between, and connecting the islands of the archipelago, regardless of their breadth and dimension, form part of the internal waters of the Philippines. Ito naman yung Regalian Doctrine. From the term regal, it means monarch, hari, kaharian, di ba? Sa Spain, for example, we have the Regalian Doctrine kasi yung feudal lands are owned by the state. Ganun din dito. Pinagbasehan natin. So, Regalian Doctrine yung tawag sa kanya. And yung kasunod na statement, ito na. This will, it talks about the EDU or the EDU, no? EDU. The exploration, development, and utilization of natural resources shall be under full control and supervision of the state, not by foreign corporation, not by the Spaniards, not by the Americans, but by the Filipino people, by the Filipino government. Pwede silang, the state may undertake such activities. It may enter into co-production, joint venture, production sharing agreements with Filipino citizens, or corporation, or at least or association at least 60% of whose capital is owned by such citizens. Paulit-ulit ko na ito sinasabi, kinakailangan 60% is pagmamay-ari ng mga Pilipino. Para saan? Para hindi tayo malamangan ng mga foreign corporation, ng mga foreigners, di ba? Ng mga foreign investors. Okay, so I want you to memorize this kasi kinakailangan natin siya. Darating yung time, class, na I want you to know this by heart kasi darating yung time you will own your own corporation. Okay? And early as now, you should be aware na hindi wag kang pumayag pag meron kang foreign investor na mag-i-invest kasi bilhin ko na yung corporation mo, 60%. Ang invest ko, 40% na lang sa'yo, bawal yun. Okay? That's an illegal practice that is unconstitutional. Hindi yun pwede sa batas. Okay? So, Regalian Doctrine and the control test. Public domain, waters, minerals, coals, petroleum, ano yung sources of potential energy, hydroelectric, wind, lahat yan, no? Hydroelectric, solars, heat energy, mechanical energy, lahat yan, potential sources of energy owned by the state. Fisheries, isda, kagubatan, forest timber, mga kakahuyan, wildlife, flora and fauna, mga plants, mga halamanan, all natural resources are owned by the state. Okay? So let's try to look on some cases involving this and some problems, no? Kasama na rin yung mga na-discuss na natin before. So, let's have this case 1. Mr. Peter Parker is a retired American wildlife photographer. Kasi siya yung favorite ko. Superhero. During his stay in the Philippines for retirement and recreation, he found a small island in Panglao, Bohol and chose to live there. With the help of 10 locals, he built his retirement home in the island without informing the state. Talaga namang masikreto, no, si Peter Parker. He simply paid the 10 locals 10,000 pesos for their assistance. He has stayed there ever since and owned the island and its resources. Akin na to, nakita ko to, ako nakakita nito sa akin na. The question is this act valid? State your reasons. So tama ba yung ginawa ni Mr. Peter Parker? Unang-una sa lahat, alam na nating mali, di ba? Because sige, let's look on the answer. No, Mr. Peter Parker's act is not valid. Why? Because according to the 1987 Constitution, under the Regalian Doctrine, all lands of public domain are owned by the state. This includes the islands, no? Kalupaan yun eh. Di ba? Lupa yun eh. Di ba lupa ang isang island? That's a public domain. It is owned by the state. Period. No other explanation. Hindi mo pwedeng kunin yan. Hindi mo pwedeng nakawin yan. Hindi ka pwedeng Marco Polo dyan. Hindi ka pwedeng Ferdinand Magellan dyan na dahil natagpuan mo sa iyo na. Bawal yun sa batas. So the explanation, even though the small island is remote and secluded, wala nakakakita, wala nakatagpo ng lugar na yon. It is not right to claim it as his property, as his private property. It is a public property and not to be privatized. His payment of 10,000 pesos also is a clear manifestation that he is taking advantage of the rights of the locals to enjoy the resources of the island. Kasi binakura niya na eh. Di ba? Nagtayo na siya doon, akin na to. Ibig sabihin, bawal na doon mag-dive, bawal na doon maglumango yung mga tao, bawal na doon pumitas ng coconut tree or kumuha ng ano bang mga prutas dyan, di ba? Hindi na nila ma-enjoy yung resource kasi akin na eh, sabi ni Peter Parker eh. Bawal yun. That's our explanation. He took advantage of the people. They are not aware of their rights, di ba? He took advantage of them. Okay. And then, conclusion, thus his act is not valid. Right? Number 2. Engineer Alcala is a Spanish national and invests in the private company of Engineer Abdullah, Geoconstruct, a geotechnical consultancy corporation situated in the Philippines. He informed Engineer Abdullah that he is willing to buy shares of the corporation up to 70% because he wants to expand it to some projects in his locality in Madrid, Spain. As the legal counsel of Geoconstruct, what will you advise to Engineer Abdullah? So what will be our advice? I will advise Engineer Abdullah to limit the investment of Engineer Alcala to 40%. Yun lang yung papayagan na. Why? For the reason of the control test, foreign corporations can only invest up to 40%. 60% of the corporation shall be owned by Filipino citizens. So yung mga partners si Sir Aj, ni Engineer Abdullah pala in our case, no, should be Filipinos. Sila yung nagmamayari ng Geoconstruct. If Engineer Abdullah allowed the 70% ownership of Engineer Alcala, a Spaniard, no, the corporation will be liable for illegal investment and business practices. It is also against to the code of ethics to be corrupt and to act in bad faith as an engineer. Di ba? Nagdagdag lang tayo ng explanation. Pero legal basis rin siya na pwede. No? So that's our explanation. And thus, I will only inform Engineer Abdullah to limit the investment of Engineer Alcala to 40%. Conclusion. So, short but sweet, no? Madali lang intindihin. 60% shall be owned by Filipino citizens. Case number 3. Engineer CJ Rubio is an expert of water resources. She conducted the EIA report of a construction of an STP near the Pasig River. However, she concluded that the STP will bring additional waste destruction to the river by emitting additional waste. However, the construction company invited her to a private meeting where they gave her under-the-table money for her to approve the project. She declined it and left the meeting. Is her act commendable? Maganda ba yung ginawa ni Doc CJ, ni Ma'am CJ Rubio? Tingnan natin. Yes, her act is commendable. Under the Constitution, di ba, binanggit natin, di ba? Section 16, we have the right to a balance and a healthful ecology. Filipinos have the right to a balanced and healthful ecology. The Pasig River has already been deteriorated. People are already suffering from its foul odor, potential sickness na binibigay ng ilog. With the additional construction of STP and upon the finished EIA report, it will provide additional destruction to the river. They should construct water quality improvement projects instead of STP. That's our explanation. Thus, I support Engineer Rubio's conclusion. Yun lang. So, ALAC, kompleto, answer, legal basis, analysis, and conclusion. And again, class, that will be our approach in any problem that we will encounter in the law. The civil engineering laws, ethics, contracts, and specification. So this is the last video for this midterm, and I hope you do well in your midterms examination. I wrote for you all at galingan niyo palagi. If you have any question, comment, suggestion, class, feel free to connect with me in my social media accounts or email me in my email address. Thank you and God bless you.